For the past 4.5 months, listeners of Primedia Broadcasting's radio stations have been called to action by an initiative called Lead SA. At its heart is a mission statement for people to take responsibility for their actions in order to change the world around them. So, what is it?
Look, Lead SA, in a nutshell, when I'm asked for a definition, it really is to create an active civic society. It's calling on an individual. So we're not going out there and preaching to corporates and preaching to government. We're talking to everybody as an individual to say that you can make a difference if you really want to. We've got 2 questions we ask. We ask if this initiative will take South Africa forward. It's got to take the country forward. There's lots of little things we can do on a daily basis. They're just nice to have. We haven't got the time. So we go for the ones that are going to drive the country forward, and we go for the ones that create a bubbling under, or there's a sense of purpose around it, so it creates a bit of momentum. Our platforms are extremely powerful, and then to extend it and try and reach as many people as we can, we approached the independent newspaper group to try and get them to come along, which they willingly did. It was a fantastic partnership we struck. And then obviously using all the social media platforms opens up a whole new areas to reach as many people as we can. Platforms like Facebook and Twitter allow us to get to individuals. And the great thing about these platforms is if one person goes on, whether it's a negative or positive comment, it starts the debate. So from that point of view, those platforms are incredibly powerful. Look, when we track response on social platforms, there's 2 things that happen. 1, we see if we're on the right track with the initiative that we're driving. And 2, we start to hear what the public are talking about. So it's a 2-way thing. It's a bit of a research platform, but it also starts to give us a feel if we're touching issues that people want dealt with. There's no doubt that this platform and how quickly it moves and how many people it touches just adds volumes to this thing and gets to more and more individuals. So from that perspective, I think that it's an absolute necessary mix in the Lead SA formula. Primedia Broadcasting uses social networking a lot now. I mean, in the last 3 years, it's been a primary focus for the radio stations. And we do it on everything. So we do it on key campaigns for clients. We do it on events. I mean, every event has a Twitter platform and a Facebook page. We do it on all key competitions, so we involve the public that use those platforms for clues and ideas, and there's chances to win there that are not chances on the radio. So we've been very good at using the platforms, because there was a time, a good 5 years back, where it was a panic. It was like, oh, nobody would listen to traditional media anymore. What are you going to do? And this is going to take over. Well, it hasn't taken over. And I think for radio, it's a magnificent partnership for us because it's allowed us to have a print component, and it's allowed us to put the pictures up that we used to only be able to describe. So social platforms for us and radio are just key.